That is it. I am tired of this. Girl, what are you tired of? What's going on? I have been in this game just as long as you have been. We are both generals. I show way more skin than you, way bigger breast, yet nobody uses me. JINAI, I think maybe it's that you lack something on the inside. Your outside looks beautiful. You're a beautiful woman, but maybe you lack something on the inside. What do you mean the inside? You mean like my heart? I need better emotions? What are you talking about? No, you dumb bitch. You need a better kit. Your kit is trash. Garbage. No one's gonna ever use you with that crappy kit. Wait, how do I get a better kit? I was born this way. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get a better kit? There's only one way to get a better kit. You have to pray that the developers give you an FC. FC, is that like a surgery? Is that like a facelift or a boob job? Like, what the hell is an FC? Don't worry, the time will come. You might even take me out of the meta, girl. Ah, who am I kidding? You can't do that shit. Oh, would you looky here? If it isn't my good friend Bathory. Oh my god, what did you do? Over time, they removed me from the meta. They say they don't need me anymore. This some bitch named Dorka. What? This is crazy. Summer's blessing. I can't even get my attacks off. What's going on? Your time has come to an end, Bathory. And as you can see, I've gotten this FC that you've talking about. I've changed my look, I upgraded my kit, and you're becoming slowly irrelevant. It is time for JINAI to be the face of this game. How the fuck? What the? How did you do that? I need one of those too. You already have one. You turned into a little kid instead of a grown-ass woman. Wait, this isn't fair. No, I need another one. Rachel just got another one. I need another one too. Well, I guess you're just going to have to wait. It's JINAI time now. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video is a complete makeover, honestly. If you look at the OG to the new G, I mean, that is a dramatic difference, man. Today we're going to be going over the new JINAI, so we're not going to spend too much time here, and we're going to be spending a whole lot of time elsewhere. So no matter how this video goes, just remember that it's 100% MA4. You already know the vibes. As you guys know, this character just came into the game. They had the nice little fancy music video thing. I want to do something with that, but I have to, you guys know, I got work today. So I wanted to do this video, and then maybe I'll try to do something funny, funnier, with a little bit more time on my belt tomorrow. So you guys look out for that. It might be some funny stuff coming on. Not a promise, but there's some. Just wait. So let's just go straight into the basic stats. So we need to talk about this real quick. So we can just, the reason why I always do these first is just I want you guys to know what you're getting into. Because there are actually times where maybe you would not want to use the FC. In this case, no. But it's just nice to see the base stats of what you're getting. Because the base stats really give you an idea of where the character came from. What also gives you an idea is the fact that I need to turn my fucking lights on. Why do I always forget this? I just look so clean, baby. Just like my baby girl. She looking so clean. Oh, yeah. And I definitely want a close-up on them thighs because, you know, gotta show that. So her HP is irrelevant. Her attack is actually important because of her passive. She has one of the lowest attacks of the generals outside of, you know, Garf and Shraken, who aren't damage dealers or supposed damage dealers. I think, like I said back in the past, that they nerfed her attack because she is a damage over time character. You have to be careful when you do damage over time characters. If she were to have the same attack as Bathory, the ticks on some of these things would be crazy. Same thing if I click on Dorka, I'm pretty sure her attack is not. Oh, it's actually the same. They have the same attack, which is funny.
Not bad.
35, easy.
Maybe I'll remember your name.
I know she remembers my name. We'll get into that later. Dodge actually 105. It's not that bad if we go on to some of the more pesky characters. I think Jin has the highest.
Are you done?
Oh yeah, 110. I don't know if Baraka has high too. Yeah, he does 110. So 105. I know dodge is kind of like not really too important, especially what everyone's doing right now. The meta of the game right now is to go slowly into awakening, and then as they release these ranked gears, if you didn't invest into the green to have dodge on your awakening, which I don't think anyone is right now. Right now it's mostly just red. I think with red, there's a couple other ones that are pretty good, like Shafrakan. I think you need all ice for the defense if you wanted that, stuff like that. We'll go into that a little bit later. Critical hit is 280. Another reason why, you know, she has a little bit drawn back attack, because she has a high chance to crit. She's pretty much like those mage, and then also with those mage, she has the 36 speed. She's meant to go pretty much last on the team. She's meant to go a little bit later in order to spread the Dukas on everything, you know. Block is I ain't blocking. And like crit damage, block defense, and luck are the same on every single character. What does all this mean? You have a character that you're pretty much sitting in the back, and then when she gets a turn, she has to do something significant. Now, that was the reason why she wasn't that good, because we're gonna take a brief look at her original skills. And the cool thing is this having one video, her OG skills and her new skills. So that's gonna be pretty funny to see as well. Just to see the basic. Sends out like a, I don't know if it's a skeleton, but it's like a Oogie Boogie guy. Mana Absorb 3. Now the Mana Absorb has been slowly probably coming back into meta because it's about removing a buff. And I'm also going to show that in this video because a lot of people don't know what a buff or debuff is. They seem to be confused, so I'll show that, or where, at least where to find it, so you guys can always reference back, oh, that's where that stuff is, if you ever need a refresher. But if a enemy gets a buff, she will remove it. She'll gain 1 mana from it. She'll gain 1 mana additionally if the health of the target is high, and then Mana Absorb 3 is also if the health of the target is low. So it's pretty much, you're gonna usually get 2 mana unless the health is pretty much somewhere in the middle, which is nice. Flow of mana is the back row allies permanently gain 1 mana. What this means is that you always have at least 1 mana. So if your turn comes with the new mana system, that means you'll get a mana, you'll have 2 mana on your turn. You always have at least 2 mana on your turn, regardless of, you know, other people being around. There's a lot of cool things you can do with that. So, you know, depending on certain characters, you'll always have something available. She's a back row character herself, so just always think that she's gonna have at least 2 mana as long as she's alive in the team, stuff like that. She also has Charm, which you don't really get to see that often because of how low her attack is. Afflicts enemies with lower attack than self with the Charm mark and decreases their attack speed by 30. Actually, the Dark Night Glow, which is just AoE damage over time, and same thing with the other one, AoE damage over time. There goes the Gooby. And still, her animations I think are always pretty cool. I think this one's pretty cool as well. Welcoming, comes out of nowhere. Got a visitor, the whole boom. Sends out a big wave. Like, she looks like she has power. You know, like she has like a very strong power. Even in the story, she seems to have some type of power. Again, damage over time, just does more damage than this one. Oh god, I didn't mean to click that. Oh wait. I skipped the most important part. Not important part. I think most of us know. I think she's 35 if I remember correctly. 36. She's 36. So she's right in my age bracket. Maybe she knew. I think she knew.
I was pretty good, wasn't I?
Now she talks mad shit. Alright, so now we have the FC version stuff, and this is the part, man. Why she do all that, man? Why she do it? Not that I think that I have influence in the company whatsoever, and I think I've spoken about this character in high regards, you know, long time ago. So I honestly don't think that they put that there for me. I think it's just but it's K-pop. It's not like hip hop, you know, hip hop, Cash Money, you know, gangsta, whatever like that. This is supposed to be a K-pop group, so I honestly don't know why they put that there. If they would have put the K, I would have been like, okay, that's definitely for me. But the cakes are definitely out. the cake is out all over the place, man. But she looks really cool. She has a really cool, even the choker, and very, like, she still looks just as spicy. Not just as spicy, obviously way more spicy than her OG look, but she's way more sexualized, and you know, she's really out there. I don't know. I think it's a really cool design. It's more specifically because my name is my name is on the thing. Another thing I want to do is check out some of her voice lines.
You're my fan? Oh, of course you are.
I love that. Of course you are.
To shine brighter than anyone else. That's our destiny as a girl group.
Yeah, that's I think when you summon her, she says that.
Oh, why am I the leader? Well, who else would you want?
Ooh, that's pretty spicy. It's funny if she says she's the leader, but she's not like in the front. She's never like the one in the middle. I think it's always Monica. Makes me wonder if they're like fighting internally or something like that. So I don't care. But the criticals, they usually say something.
Enjoy the show!
So pretty cool. I don't care about any of that stuff. So let's go into the skill preview. So now she has something. Well, first let's look at the basic attack. Probably the same thing. But look at that. Now it's like a orb of sound energy or something like that. That's a completely different thing, which is, you know, that's awesome. This is what we wanted. And it's like I said before, it's the small things. It doesn't have to be this big, grand change, but like, it's a small change. I mean, maybe more work on their end, but it's just a small change. Instead of it still being a skull, it's a completely different like orb of energy or whatever. So now she got the scrollies. So I'm gonna be pausing it for you guys so you guys don't have to worry about this nonsense, and I do. But now it says buff increases the attack speed of all allies on the same row as self by 20 for 7 turns. Can't be removed, increases attack speed per buff removed. Increases the attack speed by 2 per buff removed. Doesn't seem to have a scaling to it. Again, there's going to be a lot of testing needed to be done. And then also the debuff. She's going to be debuffing the attack of all targets by 40% for 7 turns. Decreases by an extra 2% per buff removed. So I have to see how that works, to be completely honest with you, because that seems so weird. We need to see if that's a buff or debuff that happens immediately, or it happens when you remove a buff. That's very important. Everything else is still just going to be the same. They put back the flow of mana and they put back charm. Now she has attention marked for 7 turns to the target. When the skill hits, increases damage over time on target with attention by 100%. So when she's on the field, if you have damage over time, as long as she hits, the problem is that with attention, or the superstar passive in general, is that she's slow. So unless superstar is the fake core synergy of all of them or whatever, it's the trash is on her, because she, like, the damage over time, especially with the new mana changes, a lot of people can do their dots from the first turn. You need a faster character to do that. So I think that's, if Aiden is inside of this thing and he's actually in the thing, that he would be one of the best, because he's very fast. He's one of the fastest characters, I think, of all the characters that are there. And then he could hit it and throw it on everyone AoE, and then you can start doing stuff like that. But being on her, it just seems like, well, eventually she'll do it, and for the next round they can take abuse of it. So it's not as strong on her because of how long it's going to take to do it. But it is nice because of the turns. So like, it's 7 turns, so like the next couple turns that happen, you should be able to abuse that, and we'll have to see how strong that is anyway. So next and last but not least is the fan meeting. If she gets attacked, that person gets the anti-fan, and then everyone pretty much gangs up on that character. When they have low health, just keep that in mind. It's not at all times, but when that character has 30% less health, all living allies will attack that anti-fan. And I'm assuming that multiple characters can have anti-fan on them, but I think it's when one other person, and then when attack triggers, it's the target's health. So once the target gets hit, when they have low HP, then that will happen. Also, nothing says that the anti-fan removes itself in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing that says that the mark disappears. So once you hit her at any time in pace, like, that's gonna happen. Really crazy stuff that goes on there. Last but not even last. Now these things are exactly the same. They haven't changed. They just leave dots. So her mana stuff is, everything that changed was just in her passive. So let's look at stage dominance. Now I know some of this stuff was in the music video, so now I get to see it.
Bet you can't take your eyes off me.
Okay. Ooh, cash front and center, cheeks front and center. Oh, this is 8 hours long. Wow, that is a long animation. There's a lot of, and oh, that's even cooler. So the damage over time effect is also different on the character. Like now, instead of it's definitely still poison, but you know, it has like a little thing. Oh no, I'm an idiot. That's not. That's actually her passive. That's her passive. That is the attention. That is that. So now we know that he's taking additional damage from damage over time. I'm learning. Last encore. Let's see what this looks like. I have no idea. I've never seen it. I know it's mixed into the video, but.
I can see the fire.
Ooh.
I'll make this worth your while.
What? Oh, they come out. Oh my god. and she like attacks the crowd. Well, it's kind of weird because the I just need to see that one more time. Because he's like, the enemy is like behind her. You know what I mean? Then he comes out, they come out, but like, it's just weird because he's behind them. Like he's like watching and he's like, oh my god. But I don't know, I think it would have been funnier if they just put the enemy team in the crowd or something like that instead of having them on stage behind them. It could just because I'm in the training mode thing. All right, so let's do some testing because that's like the most important thing. All right, so first we need to just do a quick test. We're gonna be doing, what stage is this? I just need to make sure I go to 10-7. I just want to drop an AoE using Carlos or Whips because their thing costs 0 mana. And then when we do that, we'll just see how much it ticks for, and then we're gonna add in JINAI, and then boom, we should be able to see how insane that is. I picked the worst stage because it has like a bunch of dialogue in it. Whatever. All right, so I'm gonna be using the people in the back. I'm gonna try not to break them, so it'll be a little bit easier. Looks like 59. The one on the left's taking 59, the other one's taking 56. 56, 56.
Brighter than anyone else. That's our destiny as a girl group.
Oh, interesting. So they both just tried to kill me. So now you guys can see this is the AntiFan mark. So they both just tried to kill me, so they have the AntiFan mark. So we can also see how that's gonna work when they get ganged up on because they attacked me. Now it should only trigger when their health gets low. So I'm just gonna have Bathory be a good girl. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna put the Oogie Boogies on them, and then it should last forever. It didn't say that it has a time frame, so.
I bet you can't take your eyes off me.
Oh no, not last forever. It's 7 turns. And now she died, and then now all that goes away. Oh no, I didn't think that through. Good to know is that you can actually kill her and then all those stuff goes away. As it should be, it's her passive. So that's a good thing to note. I kept messing up because they have counter, and I'm like, why do they keep hitting me?
I bet you can't take your eyes off me.
Alright, there we go. Now we got it going on. Alright, so we just need, what is it, Carlos to take a turn? And then we should be fine. Her things are ticking for 588, I think I saw 622 or something like that. Still gonna loot for Carlos. We're waiting for Carlos. Now, as you can see, her poison has gone away. So now this should all make grand sense. Remember, we're looking in the back row to see how much damage it does in the back. So it looks like 112. What I'm seeing. Yeah, 112. It goes up to 112 in the back. And there goes the double team of all the characters once they're low. It says all my team, but they're too low for it to matter. That's definitely going to be something in the bigger thing, because we all know that these characters die like it's nothing. They're going to die like it's nothing, but in harder difficulties, we should be able to see like how effective AntiFan is. She also needs to survive, and that was the issue that I had. They were just ganging up on her, and then they just killed her. So, real quick, I wanted to bring this up because a lot of people seem to be confused about buffs. I just wanted to add this into the video. Buffs and debuffs. Guys, whenever something in the game says it does anything with a buff or a debuff, whether it can be removed or not removed, just go right here. It's in the help menu. If I back out, my game's lagging right now. You can go to settings. You go to help right here in your settings. You can also click on it in multiple different ways: battle guide, battle effects, and you can get to the screen just so you guys always have a reference. If something says it's a status effect, it should be listed here. Buffs and debuffs are pretty much anything that pretty much increases or decreases a stat. That's kind of how it works. As you can see, increase attack or decrease attack. Increase critical hit, decrease critical hit. So those are buffs. Now, if the thing says that it cannot be removed, then obviously you can't remove it. That is the whole, they're just being jerks with that. So I'm gonna then go and let's go see how that other part of that passive works, because I noticed that I forgot to do that. So let's check out that portion of it. But what I need is that I need Rara to trigger them single target, see if it works like that, and then I'm gonna do it AoE to see if she strips both at the same time. That's what we're looking for. If it's not in this stage, I'll just go to the stage where they have those 2 units in the beginning. I don't remember if it's this stage or not. I'm gonna do a PvP testing, or not testing, but fucking around in PvP in another video. I have off tomorrow. I'd rather do it when I have a little bit more time on my hands. Honestly, this world thing just needs to just die. Just die. It's outdated at this point.
2 hours later.
So as you guys can see here, she already has the thing, the attack speed buff thing. Some characters don't. As you can see, the enemy team all has that thing, the attack debuff. They have that all entirely from the beginning of the round, so it had nothing to do with my attack. All right, so now I went into a stage. I think this is 11-11. I think the stage of horrors. So this should trigger their thing. Oh, as you can see here, it's also different. So Guardian Star, yeah. So this time, I didn't get anything. Oh, you know, I guess because in the beginning of the fight, it has to be based off Mana Absorb. So that other comp that they had to do something like these guys. Look, they don't have any attack increasing or like the other guys did, right? But yeah. Oh no, he does. Well, the dagger guys do. All right, let's test this. Okay, I don't see, like, where's my attack speed stuff? They're constantly decreasing my attack, which is a debuff. They're debuffing me very heavily. There's no debuffs on them. Well, let's look at this guy on the right. He looks like he got some mojo on him. No, decrease hit and dodge. So this is that guy on the right. That is Rara's passive. So it looked like JINAI just shat the bed. She's not doing anything.
Brag if you survive.
I'm about to say, here it is. This is the fan thing. Everyone's attacking the guy in the back. It's a better representation of it than what I had before. So I wanted to show that. Now he has the anti-fan. Now it shouldn't trigger here because it hasn't been 7 turns. So that looks like it's working as intended. The anti-fan I think has a 7-turn cooldown, I think. Once every 7 turns. So if I attack him here, nothing should happen. Exactly. So I'm gonna need your guys' assistance on that one. I don't exactly understand how, like, why is it working in certain systems? Like, boom, now it's working. What happened in this increased block? I think I saw. So didn't get anything here. I think Annie's probably, yeah, now her attack speed is increased. This guy doesn't get anything. JINAI's gonna get it, of course. Oh, you know why I'm an idiot? Because it's that row. I'm so dumb. Remembering it. Her passive only works for the ones in her row, and it's versus the entire enemy team. So the people in her row, in the back row right now, is just Smith's not gonna get it because he's too good for you. He's too good for you. But the people in that back row are gonna get it. Gotcha. So you do have to be very precise with the formation. So they did something. These people here did something. Let's see. Inflicts provoke, increases defense. Okay. So maybe was there a defensive guy before? Increases defense at the beginning of the round. I think that she must have stripped that immediately because they don't have that, and they're also charmed. So that was stripped immediately. The whole entire team got put back because of that, because they start off with a block, yeah, defense. So they don't have that anymore. So technically, they should take a shit ton more damage here than what they normally do. Holy shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. So it's weird because it's supposed to work on buffs that appear as well. Like these buffs here should be taken off. She should be stripping those. Let me be a little bit more honest. But I do remember they did nerf chapter 11. So that also could be towards that. But at the same time, if I were to remove JINAI, I'm pretty sure I'm not passing that stage on that same level like that. So let's switch this up and put Bathory in that back row. So then we have, so now she should get that bonus, right? Boom, you see increased block. So it was this guy. It's him. He was the one that triggered it, because these other characters, they don't have like a buff really that starts off in the beginning of the match or anything like that. It does say increase attack. at the start of the round, so maybe she did strip that as well for the people with the books. Let's see. No, they still have that buff, and that's infinite, right? But for some reason, this guy, when he's in the fight, their little defense buff thing does not go through, and she does take that away from them. But she doesn't take away this attack buff that happens. I don't know how or why that one it doesn't affect it by it. Increases the attack at the same start. I guess because it says self and it's green. I don't. Again, it's up in the air why she takes what, and we'll have to fight and show it in PvP to see. But they don't have their lovely defense buff, so technically this should do a lot more damage. I mean, they're still taking. I mean, I think they still have high deep defense, right? These characters still have. Yeah, they still have insanely high defense. These characters, and as you can saw the difference between these and the other ones that had 1900 defense. You know, they really needed that buff. These characters don't need that buff at all. So you can even see this if we want to see how much this damage ticks. So we can see the little ticks here. About 200 or so are the ticks, but they have very high defense, like very high defense. I don't think you're gonna be like crushing through it. You need some ignore defense, which I don't think this game has outside of signature force. But also I want you guys to keep in mind when I'm showing you that she's doing 200 per tick on her damage thing is that she has no gear. Like, she has one piece of gear and it's 40, and she has 1300 attack right now in comparison to a character that's even slightly invested 36. A lot of people I think are 4K. I mean, especially on a battlefield like 4K. Now you guys already know the left side, right? I think most people know the left side pretty well. You can go for dodge, you can go for fire, you can go for total damage reduction, all this other nonsense. But if you are not going to awaken JINAI, I think that her dodge is actually relatively high. You can go for the green, all green, and she's green, which is kind of like the same thing. Which is pretty cool. Damage reduction is not that bad also because of what it turns into, because if you can hold on to the fire set, the full fire set, and then translate it into this awakening set. Reason why is because as you can see, when she dies, everything goes away. You lose everything unless you have a reviver. It's not going to matter anymore. So just keep that in mind as well. So I think nature would probably be around the best for her because the extra dodge could help her out. She doesn't need that much HP. It is a nice buffer. But for the same price of pretty much 4 on a fire set, if you go 6 on here, you'll get 2000, still a decent amount of HP, and you'll also get some dodge. Not as much dodge as you had here. You take a dodge hit, but you also gain some HP. So I think that if I were to do anything, it would probably be pure nature. Just go pure nature, in my opinion, obviously. I mean, I can also signature force her and really bring in that crazy. I don't know. I'm most likely gonna use this on Dorka though. I don't know, man. So many decisions to make. There's so much things going on in the game. The game's in such a healthy state. I've been recording for 35 minutes, and I swear to God, this video better not even be 20. So what do you guys think about her? YFOs in the comment section below. And regardless how you think about it, you guys gotta get the merch, man. I mean, look. I mean, come on. If JINAI gets the merch, you got the. I might just make these leggings on Teespring. All black, the other one's red, and it just says cash on the side. If JINAI got the merch and you don't got the merch, then the only question I have to ask is, what are you doing? I don't understand yet. Like, comment, and subscribe, and just remember that every day the cashing is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.